Hope everybody's doing well. Another great win this past week. Exciting again to continue to see the progress that we're making on defense. I think the guys are playing hard. They're playing together. They're out there executing and doing the things that we're asking those guys to do. It is going to be another difficult task this week. Um, Arkansas is a tough football team, very tough football team, and that quarterback is dynamic. Someone asked me the question the other day and mentioned the name Cam Newton, and he somewhat gives you that vibe because he's so big, so strong, and so hard to bring down. The QB run game is going to be another difficult task for us. I think they have probably the best receiver in the country, and just trying to stop him and figure out exactly how we can slow him down is going to be a difficult task as well. So, with that, I'll take your questions.
Coach, just how rewarding was that Florida game for you to have the defense play as well as it did, and then just to watch the end result?
I think as a team, it's very exciting just to see the progress that we've made, and then also just the grind and the grit that these guys have never quit. They never wavered. So, and to perform the way we did defensively, I thought was great. And again, it's my gut mentality. Those guys have really adopted that, and you hear them talking about it all the time, and really trying to be accountable for doing their job of being 1 of 11. So that's the exciting part right now that you're seeing the progress being made.
Obviously, with Caleb out on Saturday, DJ Jackson started, played most of the game. What did you see from him leading up to the game that led you to be confident in putting him out there so much, and how do you feel like he performed?
Um, Definitely performed well. The confidence was there. He's steadily gotten better each and every week. The one thing I like about him, going all the way back to when he arrived, it's never been too big for him, and he accepted the challenge of going out there and starting, and he made some plays, critical tackles, key third down plays. So he's just building confidence, and definitely going to see exactly what happens this week and see who's going to go out there first.
Kind of sticking with that, I mean, was it? I know you all were shorthanded, kind of at that nickel position with Chris Shearer being out and Sean Robinson being out. Is it important if you can to try to keep Chris Abrams drain in that spot? Because I know we've seen him come outside some too, but he's played so well in that nickel spot, especially when you're talking about lining up against a guy named Burks who plays a lot in the slot this year.
You know what? KD is just so versatile. You see him shine. In my opinion, he shines at either spot. But to be able to give us the opportunity to get the best guys on the field, you like him to be at the nickel position to where you can have one of those other corners on there. So, but based off our injuries and things that have happened, he's given us that flexibility. So that's the key thing with him.
Steve, it seems like Jeff Coates starting to produce more and more as the season goes on. What are you just seeing from him as the season started and then the level he's been playing at lately?
I think right now he's having fun, and I think and he would tell you this, probably a little bit too much pressure that he put on himself to try to go out there and execute and play at a high level, which he's been doing that for so long. It's just go play the game and just let it come to you. So that's what you're seeing right now is that he's going out there just executing his assignment, playing fundamental and technique sound, and not worrying about trying to make every play, and that's been the difference.
Steve, you were in Carolina for several years. I'm not sure you can give a quarterback better compliment than saying he had a Cam Newton vibe. I mean, does that jump out at you when you watch this film, or what about you makes you say that about him? Excuse me.
It's so hard and so difficult to bring him down, one guy, and that was, Cam. We really emphasized and talked today as well as yesterday that we got to get 11 hats to the ball. He's very strong. If you sit here and try to tackle him high, he's going to sit here and break that tackle and really extend the play. He does a great job of keeping his eyes down the field and finding the open receiver. So we got to do a great job containing him and most importantly, rallying the troops and trying to get there.
Steve, I know you're new to the battle line rivalry game, but can you sense it from Coach Tribbett is an Arkansas guy? You got a couple of Fayetteville guys on your team that this rivalry means something to the team.
It does, and Coach had a point of emphasis about that yesterday as well as today. And my biggest perspective is that, we have the trophy, we want to keep it. And next man up, next team up type of mentality, you know. So it's 1-0 for us, and we just want to make sure we go out on a high note. You know, we got the bowl bid last week, but that's not enough for us. You know, we really want to finish strong and, you know, finish the season out the right way for these seniors.
Now that you do know there's a bowl game, just how valuable can the next after this game, after that next month be, for the future, just getting more time around these guys?
It's huge because one guy that comes to mind is D-Jack. You know, you look at a guy that you performed that way yesterday, and now you got an extra whole month to be able to practice, you know, and continue to, you know, hone on his skill set and just all those guys just getting better. So it's very beneficial, very beneficial.
Coach, it's Thanksgiving week, so I'll ask you, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for this opportunity to be a part of the Mizzou family. And, you know, there's a lot of other people out there that's probably not as fortunate and blessed as we are. So, you know, Mizzou Impact is something that we do a lot here, and that's trying to give back to the underprivileged kids and whatnot. So Coach Drink has done a tremendous job of really trying to keep the focus on these young men about giving back. So we did that last week, and that was a point of emphasis, and we do it all the time. So very thankful for that we have the ability to make an impact. And I apologize coming up here a little winded. I got a phone call, and so I was sprinting up the stairs. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you. You missed me. You ran right. All right, we've got Allie Green at the podium if you've got questions for Allie.
Like Coach Rick said after the game on Saturday, he felt like this was your best game since coming to Mizzou. I mean, what do you feel like went into that one?
I think my family played a big role in that, and it was senior night, you know, and we had a couple guys down, so it was time to step up, you know what I mean? Like, I knew I was going to be playing, like, the whole game, stuff like that, so I just let it all out.
Speaking of having guys down and having to step up, DJ started off opposite of you and played pretty much the whole game as well. How have you seen him grow over the course of this
I feel like he has grown a lot. Like, he's always been a competitor, like, when he came in, but, like, he always had a bright future, so, like, he always made plays. Like, if he get in, he always good for, like, a couple plays, but playing the whole game, that was a huge step, and he definitely, like, did his thing.
How much of this year has been for you, kind of the end of the college ball process, helping the younger guys?
It's been a good year for me doing that because I've been in college. This is my 5th year, so I actually try to help them out with the in and outs and stuff like that, and motivating them to do better. You know what I mean? Like, and because it get mundane doing the same thing every day, especially when you're young. You know, this the SEC, so I kind of try to just keep them focused and keep them motivated to just go out there and have fun, play football.
When things weren't going quite so well on defense earlier in the season, how much of that sort of fell on your shoulders, fell on the more senior guys in the team's shoulders?
I wouldn't just say too much because I always believed in the team, and I knew that we were a team coming from a lot of different pieces of a different puzzle. So I knew, like, once we connected the pieces, like, this could be a better team, you know what I mean? And, like, with Tom, I just knew with Tom things would be different. So I just always had faith in being good, like, and better, and that's what's going on right now, so it's cool.
I saw you when you got the rock and you were carried out the field. You got a high five from Coach Rick and said hard work and dedication pays off. Just that moment for you getting carried off, what was that like?
That was an exciting moment for me because, like, coming here to the SEC, like, it hasn't been nothing but hard work, for real, and dedication. Because just like I mentioned with the young guys, like, some days you wake up, you might not be feeling it, but you got to create your own energy. You know what I mean? And then, like, just to get rewarded with a rock from the Big M, like, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty excited about that. So I just wanted to let the world know that's what I put in to get this rock. So, yeah.
Ellie, did you play in last year's bowl game against Mississippi State?
Yeah, I played.
What would it mean now playing a bowl game as the SEC team, and you guys don't know where you're going yet, but what would that mean for you guys?
I would be excited. I feel like the whole team would be excited. Like, I feel like we went from, you know, people doubting us not going to a bowl game to, like, being bowl eligible. So, like, it feels even better. You know what I mean? Like, even when I was at Tulsa, nobody really thought we would go to a bowl game for real. But, like, we went to a bowl game, we played for the conference championship, and we played the SEC team. So that was exciting. Like, it's always good to play on a bigger stage. You know what I mean? So.
I know you're new to Mizzou here, but do you get a sense for what this rivalry with Arkansas means to some of the
Oh yeah, so I know it's a big rivalry. It's a trophy game too, so like every trophy game is a big game. But um, now that I'm seeing it, like we have the trophy and it's in our locker room and stuff like that, I just know how this is gonna go. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to play the game. The whole team excited to play the game. I think it's just gonna be fun.
Have you ever seen a trophy that big? That thing's huge.
Nah, that is a huge trophy. That's probably the biggest trophy I've ever seen for real.
Coach, what was just talking about Traylon Burks and the challenge of covering him? I mean, what makes him such a good player?
I think he's a pretty elusive guy. Like they get him the ball a lot. You can tell that that's their go-to player. I wouldn't say go-to because the quarterback is pretty good. You know what I mean? But I think he's just good because he's an athlete and he's competitive. Like when you have that and that want to in anything you do, like it's hard to stop and hard to beat. So.
What are some of the things you've been discussing, leading into having to defend KJ Jefferson?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
What
you.
are some of the things you've been, preparing for in KJ Jefferson at quarterback?
Like just we've been playing our gap mentality. You know what I mean? Like just do your job and play technique football and have fun. You know what I mean? And it should play out how it's supposed to play. Like the play don't care who make it. You know what I mean? Like we know he like to run. He's a bigger guy and stuff like that. It's just like if you get in your gap, it's your play to make. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it for real.
It's Thanksgiving week, so besides your snake named Gigolo, what are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for my daughter. Most definitely, like for my daughter. She was a big inspiration on my life, and like I feel like she changed it in a major way. I'm thankful for my whole family, but like having a daughter and stuff like that is like one of the greatest things I'm thankful for.
Can I ask how the snakes are doing?
Yeah, they cool. They cool. I just fed them like 2 days ago. They chilling at home. I'm gonna put them out. I'm gonna do a little show me your stripes for Mizzou. I'm gonna have them in the camera and stuff like that. So y'all be seeing them soon. For sure.
Thank you, Allie.
For sure. Appreciate y'all.
Alright, we've got Martez Manuel at the podium. If you've got questions for Martez.
Martez, you got a former teammate, on the other side of the ball, in Trey Williams, not just in college, but also in high school. So what's that going to be like for you to go up against him? I guess you won't be on the field at the same time, but
Yeah.
still to play against.
It'll be really dope, I love Trey. He's like a brother to me. We still kept up through this season. I wish him nothing but the best. Just happy to be out there, and just honestly just be able to just compete, and be able to let him do what he does, let me do what I do, and just, play with my team to the best that we can play and just have a lot of fun. But it's really cool knowing somebody on the other side and, just really cool just playing hard for them, in that sense. We're both representing Columbia, representing Rockbridge, so it's just really cool to just be able to play hard for one another.
I know when you guys played, Hickman back in high school, you knew everyone on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
It probably feels kind of similar in a college rank this time around.
Yeah, I would say in a sense, in a sense I would say, but at the same time, like I said, like I wish nothing for the best for Trey and Utsi over there. It's really cool to be able to play against them and play alongside them. It's really dope. I guess I would feel a little different if they played offense, but since they both play defense, I wish nothing but for the best for them.
Lastly, obviously, you all were pretty short-handed in secondary at corner. Allie played every snap. DJ played, first start, almost played every snap.
Yeah.
What did you see from those two guys? How they went through that?
Man, they play lights out. It's really good to just see how well they played. Allie, a vet guy who's really, stepped into his role and, took on his responsibilities and was a leader for guys like D-Jack. I thought D-Jack played amazing, for a freshman. A lot of people that, that could be a really big moment for them, So to be able to see him rise up, I never doubted him. He works his butt off all week, practices with, great intensity. So I knew that when game day came, he was going to execute. So it was just really cool to be able to see him do that at such a high level.
Traylon Burks had 200, I think, on you last season.
Yeah.
What makes him such a tough guy to defend?
He's just, a jack of all trades, big dude, can run real fast, strong dude, So I look forward to the process of, just competing against him. They have a lot of good players over there. We have a lot of good players over here, so it's just, the best team that shows up to play on that day is going to win. So just excited to see, it's always fun when you got a rivalry game, even though it's just another game. I just really like playing Arkansas because what you get in during the week is what you're going to get out, at the end. So I just plan to, prep like never before and just, just be able to respect the game and respect my opponent. They have really good coaches over there. Obviously, Coach Odom, a guy who I have a lot of respect for. So just respecting him and respecting the game and respecting the process, and hopefully, it'll pay off on Saturday.
It's been a while since Missouri's got a chance to play in a bowl for different reasons. Obviously.
Yeah.
Now that you know you're going to one, what's it mean for you, and just what's it mean for this program?
It means a lot. I was talking to my dad about this, but I've been eligible for a bowl for the last 2 years and haven't been to one yet, so it's just really cool to be able to just, experience that. I heard it's a lot of fun, and that's something I've never gotten to experience. And, also it's something that a lot of people would have called a reach early in the season, so to be able to just hold it, stay close with each other and fight through that adversity and get to something that we really were working for, it's a huge accomplishment, and it's really a blessing because there's a lot of teams that don't have that opportunity. So just hoping to capitalize on it. But honestly, right now I'm just really focused on Arkansas. But I appreciate that question.
Coach Strickland was just talking about rearranging goals sort of at some point in the season. You've already achieved those goals by getting the bowl game. What is it now
we had our goals, like you said, and we had to do some rearranging, but I think right now it's just to play the best ball that we can, I really like what Coach Drink said today. He said that we need to play some of our best ball in these next two games, our last two games, And I just think that we're a really good team when we got something that we're working for. We got a motivation. And every week, we had the Mayor's Cup 2 weeks ago. Last week, we all know how the blood between us and Florida. And then this week, Arkansas, I just really like the way our team, works in battles when we really just all pushes towards the same goal. And, our goal right now is to just, get this win for these seniors and get a bowl game for these seniors because a lot of them haven't had one, in a long time either. So it just really means a lot to be able to put all that stuff forward and try to come out successful.
Is the possibility of having a winning regular season come up?
Yeah, of course. Coach Brooks talks about that today. We're not in it to finish 500, but at the same time, we can only control what we can control, and, the games will play out how they do. And, as long as we do everything that we need to do off the field, as far as film study and practicing hard and stuff like that, I feel like we'll achieve our goal just fine.
Marcus, you won a couple of these already, these battle line games. When you're playing the games, does it feel any different? Is there any extra emotion while you're playing?
Yes and no. No from the sense that, it's just a game. I've been playing this game since I was 6 years old, So from that aspect, no. But at the same time, yes, because, I feel like I came to Mizzou at the perfect time because I feel like before it wasn't much of a rivalry, But now that Coach Odom's there and Trey's there and Utsy's there, if you can feel more of the tension, more of the rivalry, and I think that's a lot of fun. So the emotion level definitely, is high because, you want to play good for people that and you want to play good for your school. So I tend to get pretty emotional in games like this, and not emotional in a bad way, but just emotional. My passion is very high, and I can already feel myself, getting goosebumps when I think about the game. So, it's definitely an emotional roller coaster, but just being able to control all those emotions and just have focused aggression and focused passion, I feel like is a key to success in moments like these.
How do you explain how much better tackling team you guys are? I mean, it's like day and night.
Yeah.
Practice?
Man, I don't know. A lot of people have asked me, oh, what's changed? I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I just think that, at some point, this is our defensive unit room. You know what I mean? At some point, I feel like we were just in here, this is all we have. Everybody on the outside is not with us. You know what I mean? And nobody on the outside is with us, to be blunt. You know what I mean? So once we just really leaned in on each other, and it's like, I feel like at first sometimes people were pointing fingers, the D-line's doing this, we're not getting any sacks because the DBs aren't covering, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But then, at some point we got to be like, hey, to the outside world, we all suck, you know what I mean? So we got to buy in together, we got to lean on each other and be there for each other. So I feel like that's really been the difference. And, just Coach Wilkes has done such a great job, and I really commend him because, you know, he's got it worse than any of us in season. And just to be able to see how he handles stuff like that and to continue to be a leader is just truly inspiring. He's a really good leader, and I wouldn't want to play for anybody else but him.
Just kind of going off that, is there a moment you on the field you're like, okay, we finally got this? Is there a moment you can remember like that?
No, not really. I just, I don't know. I feel like there was just games there where, you know what I mean, like the outcome didn't turn out how we wanted, but you could kind of tell, like, okay, like, you know, I would say A&M, Georgia was a big one too. I felt like, you know, the end score didn't really, you know, look how we wanted it to be. We were kind of out there like, we're kind of playing defense, you know what I mean? So, you know, it was pretty cool just to be able to experience that. And then once we just finally put it all together, I feel like that was the product of like Saturday. And we're just hoping to just keep building on that and knock on wood, just keep capitalizing on our opportunities, you know?
Thanksgiving week, so what are you thankful for this week?
Oh man, I'm just thankful for it all. You know, I just thankful that I'm able to play football. You know, it's just there's so many people who would switch spots with me. You know, people that I went to high school with, people that I see in the city every day. You know, who would love to be in my shoes. And you know, I'm just really thankful that, you know, the Lord has kept me healthy and, you know, kept me able to be passionate and truly just play the game that I love. You know, like, I think something different about me than a lot of football players is just I just really love the process. You know, like a lot of people just love game day, just love playing, love going out after a win. You know, I just really love the practicing hard and watching film. You know, I just truly enjoy that. So I'm just thankful to be able to do that and thankful to be able to be in position that I'm in, you know, to be the captain of this football team and be a representative of this city that I grew up in and grown to love a lot.
Thank you, Tez.
Thank you.
We've got the SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week, Trajan Jeffcoat, at the podium if you've got questions for Trajan.
Coach Wilkes was saying that he felt like early in the year you maybe felt a little bit of pressure to be an all SEC type of guy and felt the expectations a little bit. Was there a point when you felt like, you know, you were able to kind of get back to just kind of doing what you do?
Yeah, of course. Just stayed prayed up and talked to my guys, my fellow teammates, and they all encouraged me and I encouraged them. And that type of companionship made me feel better, and then it motivated me to go harder with my team.
Were there things that were on your mind a lot? Were you thinking about NFL, things like that, or putting up stats, or?
Really, not too much. Just needed to like focus in more and just stay prayed up, like I said, and just stay steadfast and stay focused, stay tunnel vision with my team.
Is there a moment where you felt like the weight kind of went off your shoulders there?
I never really felt too much weight. It just was I just tried to find my way to help my teammates anywhere I could, and I found that way. Could they help me find it, and we just came together as a companionship, and we just got better as a team, and I just followed through with it.
You said that looks like you're having a lot more fun on the football field. You know, how much different is it playing the game when you are just enjoying it more?
Oh, it's incredible, especially when everyone is having fun and just looking around and you just seeing the intensity that your teammates bring. It just lights it just ignites something in you to even go harder with them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Are those like sort of hands that feed each other? You know, when
Yeah. It's very contagious. When we playing with a lot of energy, it gives off, and everyone just stays fired up, and that just helps us play harder. And of course, we're gonna have fun.
You got a chance to play against your hometown school in South Carolina a couple weeks ago. This week, Akil Byers gets to play against his kind of hometown school. Can you sense what this means for him and some of those Fayetteville guys on your team?
Oh yeah, I know it means a lot to AB, Akil Byers. I know he's very excited, and I know he's gonna put on the show. And all of us, we're just so ready for this game. And I know Akil Byers is a senior, and I know that's weighing on his heart a lot. And I just feel like we're gonna have a great show from Akil Byers in this upcoming game.
You won't play against Trey and Utsi, but they're going to be on the other team. Is that kind of weird to think about, or how do you approach that?
Oh no, it's not weird at all. It's gonna be cool to see Trey Williams and Markel Utsi again, and it's gonna be fun just playing against them on the opposite team, and it's gonna be a great game, and it's just excitement with that because we're friends, and you know what I'm saying, it's just gonna be fun to see them playing and for them to see us playing as well.
What
It's just like the other games. It's still one and no mentality, and we're just excited. We're just preparing. It's all the same feel. So we're just preparing, and we're gonna get this game.